I thought the game we didn't start very good, and we were playing uphill from there. This is not a good team to play uphill against. Uh, After we got settled in, I thought we did a pretty good job, though. Really, I think we had a little bit too many defensive breakdowns. We decided that we would run at Joker. Uh, then you can't have guys cut down the middle of the lane and dunk the basketball. So those are the ones that hurt us the most. And then, you start looking, you give up 70 points in the paint, you're probably not going to win the game. Uh, uh, and what we tried to do was, give Joker a lot of different looks. And I thought we did a pretty good job on him. He's a hell of a player. I mean, guys, he's a great player. I mean, the guy was MVP in the league. But I thought we took the ball out of his hand some, but we made it so easy for the other guys. And if you're going to do that, you can't have guys. It's the way they get them. It's not the points that they get, but the way they get them. Cutting down the lane, laying it in, cutting down the lane, dunking it. We miss an assignment, they go right to the basket. And then we have to, I continue to say, we have to get better of keeping the basketball in front of us. Because when we don't keep it in front of us, it causes our big guys to get in rotation. And it's really tough for them. I mean, they're either stopping the ball and their guy is scoring, or they're playing in between and the guards are scoring. So we just got to get better in those areas right there. I thought we did a pretty good job of competing the last three quarters, but you get yourself down by 20, and it's an uphill battle, especially on the road.
James.
Yeah, Alvin, there in the first quarter, I mean, the defense, you guys just were all over the board, slow in rotations. Like there looked like a huge lack of communication. Did you see all that? Just what was happening?
No, it wasn't really. I mean, I'm assuming that was a lack of communication because we were very clear on what we were going to do tonight. I thought we were a step slow. I didn't think it was more miscommunication in that our reactions were a step slow. And with the ball in Joker's hand and you're trying to get it out, you can't be a step slow because, he's going to make a scoring pass almost every time.
We're going to go to the room. Katie, sorry about that. Go ahead.
Alvin, you mentioned kind of the uphill battle after the start of the first quarter. It seemed consistently throughout the game, whenever Jokic and kind of their primary players went to the bench for their rest, that their bench came in and would go on a run of their own. How difficult was that to kind of cut into that lead consistently that
Well,
you couldn't rely on that?
well, it was in that, Katie. If a guy like Jokic goes to the bench, then that's where you got to try to make up ground. And actually, he went to the bench, and I think they made up 6 points, if I'm not mistaken, when he was out. But the we did a good job basically. With our turnovers, only had 12, but we did give up 18 points on those 12. And I think the thing that was really deflating to me was that we talked about being a running team, and we talked about how we've been pace-wise in the bottom five the last 5 games, and then we come out and Joker beats us down court the first three plays of three out of the first three out of the first 4 plays of the game, and he dunks the basketball. And so that to me is a mental thing. That doesn't have anything to do with the physical part of it. We got to do better mentally. Anybody else? Go ahead, guys.
Hey, Sean, go ahead on Zoom.
Hey, Alvin, I know you've been pretty critical of your team getting up and down the floor. I know that there was a lot of times down there when even Jokic was kind of beating your team down the floor on the defensive end. How tough is that to find? I mean, I guess you can say it as many times as you want. You want to play fast, but it doesn't seem like they're really responding to it.
Well, you can say it, but you got to do it. And but somewhere along the line, the lines of communication is not getting through. Obviously, it doesn't have anything to do with what we are physically, because physically we have guys that can run and can do it. You got to be able to do it on the court, and we have not done that on the court. So somewhere along the line, my communications is not getting through to them. So some kind of way, I was always taught that you're a good teacher if you if the students respond to what you're doing. So I've got to find a way to have them respond to what we're talking about from a pace standpoint.
Jason?
Alvin, that's an interesting point you just made there. How this team, with 3 coaches, have tried to do this with this group and get them to respond and do the things that you've asked. What is it? I mean, can you can you pinpoint the reason why this group seemingly can't respond?
Well, I mean, I'm not trying to be, facetious or anything, but if I had the answer to that, we would already have done it, So it's a mystery to me. It really is. I assume that players want to play fast, and I assume that they'd like to play in space. And because we're not a big NBA team, size-wise, I keep telling you it's the biggest advantage we got, to play in the open court with the players that we got. We got willing passers in Ty, Davion, De'Aaron. All of those guys are willing passers. We got some good shooters. HB, we got guys shooting at 40% from 3. So to me, as a coach, as I look at our team, I think that affords us the best opportunity to win. And so when we played that way, we've been pretty good. But, we can't be a bottom 5 team over a stretch of 5 games as far as pace. Then, we're not doing what we need to try to win games.
Brendan?
Hey, Alvin. Alex just mentioned that there were some moments, I think specifically in the first quarter, where an emphasis on crashing the offensive glass maybe led to more easy transition opportunities for Denver on the other end. I just wonder what your philosophy is on striking that balance.
I'll have to honorably disagree with Alex on that, because we only have 2 guys. We got a crash zone area where we send 2 guys to the offensive board, and obviously our big guys are there most of the time. And so we always have 2 guys getting back, and we always have a 3rd guy if he's crashing and sees that there's no opportunity to get back. I think if you go back and rewatch the first 5 minutes of the game, they're effort plays. They're not anything to do with the system or what we're trying to do or anything like that. If the shot is missed, you run your ass back, and you get into a defensive position where we don't give up easy baskets. So I would disagree with that statement.
James?
Yeah, Alvin, on the plus side, we're seeing De'Aaron Fox really just look like himself again, 3rd straight 30-point game. I guess, how do you get more guys to take that step forward, and how has he been behind the scenes in this moment where he's starting to stack games together?
Well, he's been. You're right. He's played really good basketball the last couple of weeks, I think. But we have to have everybody on board in order for us to be a good team. It can't be one guy. It can't be 2 guys. Can't be 3 guys. Actually, for us to be a good team, we got to have 7, 8 guys playing at a high level. And we hadn't been able to do that. We've had guys that have put games together, and and Ty's had some good games together. But we've got to have all this come together at once. When we do that, then we'll have an opportunity to win some good games. But we can't have 1 guy, 2 guy play well and think that we can beat quality teams like Denver.
We'll wrap up soon. Tony?
Yeah, Coach. Just getting back to De'Aaron he's been on fire these last few games, and but he's if he is not the fastest man in the league, he is one of the fastest top men in the league. I'm gonna say he's the fastest one. I know you've been having these discussions with your team about picking up the pace, getting out and run, but that's your man. What have you been asking him to do, to initiate, to ignite that?
Well, I think he has. I mean, I think he's pushed the ball. He's attacked the basket. He's done things like that. What I think we have to now have is guys running so that when the defense does collapse on him, that he's got outlets for easy open 3-point shots. That's what being able to attack the funnel. We call it the funnel. Being able to attack the funnel. That's what it got. But every time I look down and I see us with, 10 fast break points, then we're not, to me, we're not doing a plan the way I'd like for us to see us play. It shouldn't be 10, it should be 18 or 20. The team, they did shoot the ball well, but somewhere along the line there was almost 40 missed shots, which, even if you take their offensive rebounds, they only had 5. So somewhere along the line, we have mid-30s opportunities to run. We shouldn't be in a position where we have 10 fast break points.
And last one for Coach Christos.
Coach, tonight you got 54 rebounds against the Nuggets. What it represents and what it speaks that number about the aggressiveness from the defensive end for you guys?
I don't think we had 54 rebounds, We had 47, but, I do think that we did a good job on the boards. Like I said, we put ourselves in a position where we were playing uphill from the first quarter on. And a lot of it, I said, was because of we had some missed assignments. But I do think that, I thought we fought on the boards and did a pretty good job. We only gave up 5 offensive rebounds. I know they shot a pretty decent percentage, but like I said, there was a lot of missed shots and a lot of opportunities out there where we should have taken them and been able to run and try to create some easy baskets.